Hey folks, I'm Dennis. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you how to change the front ABS sensor on a 2018 Ford F150. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is jack up your truck, put a jack stand under it, and get the front tire off. We got to take the brake caliper, the caliper holder, rotor, and part of the back plate loose. I'll leave the list of tools that you need in the description below and links to get each one of them, and also links for the sensor. The left and the right are pretty much the same. It's the same sensor, and the removal and installation is pretty much the same on both sides. So I've got you looking from the rear of the left front wheel. First thing we got to do is take the caliper off. You got a 13mm bolt here and a 13mm bolt here. You got to take out. You can use a zip tie or whatever you want. I've got these caliper hangers. They're like $3. So I usually use them just to hang the caliper up. Just kind of work that off, and then you can hook that into your caliper like so. Hang it from the control arm or something that keeps all the strain off of your hydraulic brake line. I'm going to pull your brake pads out, front and rear. There you go. I'm going to try to show you these caliper holders best I can. So this is from the top. This is your caliper holder here. Back here behind it, right here, there's one on the top, and then there's one, you can see it down there on the bottom. So they're 21mm bolts. They are in there, normally should be, with thread locker. So if you can get an impact wrench in there, you'd be alright, I guess. I use a breaker bar. Just break them loose. Watch since you've got your caliper hanging here, your brake line will be kind of in the way. Just push it out of the way. Once you get it broken loose, it's not a big deal. And then the same thing with this one. Just get on there and there we go. And you can see where from the factory they put some Loctite or something on there. The top and the bottom bolt are the same, so you don't have to worry about keeping up with which one's which. The rotor just comes off. You don't have to take the wheel hub apart. The wheel sensor is right here. So the reason you got to take all this apart is that's the wheel sensor right there. There's the cap screw that holds it on. So to get to that cap screw, which is a 5mm Allen, you got to get all this stuff off. Now it routes through this back plate. You can see this little cutout. So you can take the whole back plate off if you want. I usually just take this one bolt out. I take this one bolt out because it's real flexible, and you can just pull it out of your way. You need an 8mm socket or wrench. Once you get that cap screw out of the way, you can see it's kind of flexible, so you can usually work around it. If you want, there's just 2 more bolts on the bottom. You can take them off and get the whole back plate out of your way if you want. Now the other thing that I will do is either take a little bit of compressed air and blow all this out, or wipe it all off, or both. So I'm going to do both. Because what you don't want is a bunch of crud going down in that hole when you pull this sensor out. Take a 5mm Allen wrench. So now you can see I can pull that. Yeah, you can, a lot of times you can just pop these out. There's the new one, BRAB 514. The left and the right front are the same. The rear ones are different on the left and the right, and they're different from the fronts. So it comes with a little set of instructions, some new lube for the O-ring and the mounting flange, and then a new cap screw. So I already did the right side, and I've got that lube pack already open, so I'm not going to open this one. So that's your new sensor. Got a little O-ring here, and then got the flange, and they tell you to grease that with this grease pack that they give you. So I don't see any reason to like really goop it on there. I just want to get a good coating on that O-ring all the way around. And then they tell you to get some on the flange. So we'll put some there. And that's that. I'm gonna slip the cable under the back plate first and get that in there. Gently get the sensor in the hole, and then I can line up that flange like so. That looked more complicated than it was, but it's not. You just kind of take your time and be gentle with it so you don't break anything. Stick a cap screw in there. And if you're struggling with this back plate, just take the thing off. It'll be a lot easier to take it off and get it out of the way. And the instructions are to torque this cap screw to 13 foot-pounds. I'm going to go ahead and put the screw back in this back plate. Then what I do, I just start following the old cable, and I'll disconnect. Well, you got to take this screw out. That's 8. You got to take it out, and then the rest of them are pop in. And I just take one loose and attach the new one as I go. So take this 8 loose, and I generally just like to route them as I go so that I get the routing the same. He goes on here like this, like so. Alright, this one just pops out. This is just my caliper hanger, so that's not a permanent routing issue, but just to keep from getting crossed up, I'm gonna route him like that. Get him out of my way, pop him in there, that's all he does. This one it's one of those clip-in rivets. So I just pop them out like that generally. Pop them in there. That. You got your hard brake line here, and so the cable goes behind it, and which is exactly why I like to kind of follow them as I go. So grab a hold of that without prying on that hard brake line. Pop him out and pop the new one in. Like that. Push it up like so you can find it, and the connector's up top, so we're gonna move up there. Okay, hopefully you can see this. This is a really weird angle, but so here's your air filter right here. This is the air filter housing. So between it and the master cylinder reservoir and the firewall. That's this area right here. And so here is your ABS sensor plug. Now you gotta pull it out. And it's real hard to get in here with the camera in the way. Okay. So you pop that loose, and now of course this end is loose because I've already taken the sensor off, and hopefully I'm hoping the camera's going to focus on this. It's kind of close. So here's how these connectors work. I know it's probably not completely in focus because I've got the camera too close, but there's a, hopefully you can see it all right. There's a red clip there. You got to pop it out. That's the lock. And then once you pop that red clip out, there you press that catch up, that release right there, and then that'll let you take the plug out. So I am going to do my best to show you that. I usually can't get those little locks out with my fingernails, so I take a screwdriver and just pop it out like so. And then sometimes I'll have to take a screwdriver and hold that release down. Sometimes I don't have to. I'm sorry if it's fuzzy and I'm in the way, but you get how the connector works. You just unplug that, or push that down, and then unplug this. So then you can pull the old one out, and it might be easier to pull out from the bottom. So it's out. So then the new one, threaded it up somewhere in here. There it is. So there's your new plug, and it just goes on. Pardon me for blocking the camera view, can't help it. So you just line that up, plug it in until it latches, press the lock in, that's done. It's got a slide catch on there that, hopefully I didn't break it, it just slides on there like that. There we go. So there's a catch underneath there. You gotta get your fingernail underneath there to catch it. Well, apparently if you pull it hard enough, it just comes loose. But anyway, snap it on there and then that'll hold it. And that's it, other than putting it all back together. So to keep the video as short as possible, I'm not gonna bore you with putting it all back together. It's all the same. You put the rotor back on, put the caliper holder back on. When you put your caliper holder back on with those 21mm bolts, make sure you put a little bit of Loctite or thread locker of some sort on them, a couple drops before you tighten them down and torque them. And then your caliper back on, well, your brake pads, your caliper, your wheel, and then you're done. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you would. Hit subscribe below. I hope to see you back soon watching other videos. Take care and God bless you.